Good morning, Knights! Today is the last day of school and you're watching Knight TV. I'm Megan Walla.
And I'm Rebecca Robinson. Please stand for the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Please be seated for a moment of silence. If you'll be getting your driver's permit or license over the summer, you will need a VOE, verification of enrollment. VOEs printed the last week of school will be valid all summer.
Please request your VOE in the front office binder. If you forget to do so, there will be someone working this summer in the front office who could do this for you. Also, if you've already requested one, make sure to go pick it up in the front office before the end of school today.
We will be right back after this short commercial break. You know, Becca, with all of these seniors graduating, it's got me thinking, what do I want to do when I grow up?
Well, I've always wanted to be a famous pop star, maybe like Hannah Montana.
Oh gosh.
Well, unlike the Knights at our school that actually are musically talented, I have no talent in that whatsoever.
You're right. We do have some really talented Knights at our school who are seriously considering music in their future.
Knight TV's Akila Mapuri checked out our Knight musician to understand more about their passion for music.
I feel that music is the most important thing in the entire existence of the universe, to be quite honest.
My uncle gave me my first guitar, but he was 3 at the time. My little brother broke it. He's 6 now. So I was walking down the street one day and I picked one out of a trash can, and I still have that one. That's the one I learned on.
I learned piano because my parents forced me to do it, more or less, and then eventually I realized that it was something that I enjoyed.
Throughout the years, I've expanded the genres in which I listen, including jazz, hip-hop, instrumental, electronic, alternative, just basically everything now. And that's really broadened my view on life, because if you're closed-minded and you just listen to one genre, you're missing out on 99% of the music in the world, which is all wonderful.
I think music in general gives us a chance to separate from what's happening in your daily life. It gives you a chance to experience the feeling of music and how it brings out emotions, reminding you of something in the past or thinking about your future.
Particularly in this part of my life right now, music is kind of this friend that is just always like waiting there and is always with me no matter what I'm going through, no matter what circumstance. It's right there just supporting me.
with music, it's just about the desire. Just like anything in life, it can get stale. The hardest part is always just saying, screw it, let me learn this piece of music, or let me write a song. It's so easy to shut down and like stop yourself from wanting to learn just because it's hard.
Well, if I were becoming a professional musician, I think the key would be making music that makes me happy, which usually when musicians do that, they don't get paid and they don't make a career out of it. But I think the key is the idea of selling out is always thrown out in music. I think if you're happy, it doesn't matter what kind of music you make, that if, as long as it's good for you, that's the key.
I say my relationship with music is a Bonnie and Clyde type thing, because like music is my partner in crime, and it's what keeps me sane and holds me down whenever I'm feeling down or sad or any emotion. I always go straight to music.
Oh, well, I know when you're around, 'cause I know the sound of your heart.
I think that life would be miserable without the influence of music. Again, I don't feel like I would be here if music were not part of my life. It's just such a innate part of who I am. I've felt a connection with it ever since I first listened to a song and played the first notes on the piano or started singing. It's something that I feel is more tightly tied to me than anything else that I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Definitely my relationship with music has evolved a lot in the past year and a half, because I would just make music on my computer in my room and just have fun and just put it out there for whoever wants to listen. But now I'm like a hired on like staff musician and on the worship staff at my church, Covenant Church. And so it's not only like a passion for me, but it is a means of financial aid.
Music's made me a million times better in academics. It's made me a focused student. It's made me try very hard, because I've learned through music that to be good or successful at anything in life, whether it's music or academics or anything, you have to put in work and effort. You have to put in hard work in order to become successful.
I feel like it is what I was destined to do, and I will fulfill that no matter what. Even if it means I'm starving every day and I never make a penny, I want to make music because it is absolutely what I was created to do.
It's my life. It's my passion. It consumes me. It takes up all of my time. It's probably the greatest thing ever.
I can't sing or write any kind of song, so go all you talented people, I applaud you.
You're right, but you know what we and the rest of our Night TV staff are talented at?
Messing up before and during a show?
Yes, sadly. So without further ado, here are Night TV's bloopers, our best and most embarrassing moments we've had.
Please enjoy.
Please.
I really hope y'all dance about it. What? Angela Tapala won first place in mixed doubles. Neil Payne was in the constellation winner for boys. Lauren Miller and Trinity Ramona won first place in girls doubles. Natasha Sina and Anjika Bala won first place. Hey, you're not going what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So, I wanna really, really want to sing and say, if you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Friendship lasts forever. Friendship never ends.
Oh, SpongeBob around town.
No. No, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Jew. Jew.
It's like singing, like acting, ventriloquy.
Coaches in suits and sneakers versus Cancer Week.
A reminder to all my fellow knights.
Andu and Sharika Gadi-Palu, I cannot pronounce that. Gadi-Palu placed an innovation plan team. I'm really sorry. Our volleyball team will also be taking on the Wakeland team.
Bunny, Donnie. Princeton yell competition this past weekend. Don't be nervous.
Why are you nervous?
Right? That's like your talent show. 15, 14.
Flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation.
One side is blurry, the other side's like straight. So like,
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
6, 5. Cancer Foundation. Their goal is to raise $1,000. Yes.
dude, that's so scary.
Let's go. What happened? What did you say? I didn't say anything. I cut it out.
So Tequila, I'm kidding. I love you, but on another.
The flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Got it.
Oh, she's.
I loved all those bloopers. I hope you guys enjoyed them as much as we did.
I love them too, but you know what else I love?
What's that, Rebecca?
How much Independence has grown since the first year it's opened.
You are so right. Especially with all of the different schools filtering into IHS, it's crazy how much Heim has actually become Heim.
Night TV's Aaron Graham found out just how Independence has really become Heim.
Twitter was like blowing up with how much people hated IHS.
Just 2 years ago, everyone came to Independence from Heritage, Liberty, and Centennial High School. Students had new teachers, new faces, new teams, new classrooms, and new everything.
I did basically everything in my willpower that I could to not come here.
Well, coming from Heritage to Independence, I was definitely angry at first when I heard about it.
But I was a bit adamant because leaving everything behind, leaving my cross-country team behind, leaving all my friends.
We were definitely more divided.
Almost made my mom become a lunch lady.
Because I felt like I was just kind of starting to have really good friends at Heritage.
And leaving just the school that I've been to for the past 2 years, I know Liberty had a lot of good school pride and everything, and I was unsure about how it would be at Independence.
You know, everyone coming out from like different schools, different areas of Frisco, and Plano and stuff. No one really wanted to like talk to each other or be around each other.
Every student that came to Independence was the new kid. You didn't know what to expect or what we were to become.
I don't think anybody really was comfortable. I told myself for like the longest time, I felt like I was at an alternative school. Like something had happened to Heritage, like it like burned down or something like that. Like we all came here just to kind of temporarily.
On the other hand, some students were excited for the fresh start.
The only thing I was looking forward to was volleyball. I was really upset that I was going to be away from all my friends, but really excited to start a new program here.
I wanted to start something new. You know, I was at Liberty for freshman year and I didn't really do anything. I wasn't really involved in much. So, you know, coming here, I knew there was a lot of opportunities to start new, so I took them and I ran with them.
The student body just realized that we're going to be here and we're going to keep pressing you, and Independence is our home.
I feel like there is more school spirit, not necessarily because we are better in things, but just by the fact that I feel like a lot of us feel like we have to have school spirit just to encourage others to. But at Independence, we understood that we were a new school, so we'd have to have elevated school spirit just to kind of start out.
Many students believe it was the staff and administration that brought the school pride together.
But here at Independence, I just found some other people that did things like I did, and I just really hit off with them. And then the teaching staff is great. We have some teachers here that are more than just teachers. They're like mentors, and they actually care about people.
I feel like Independence, like the administration and the teachers did such a great job at like, I guess, involving us in different activities and like making the best out of things that like students kind of like the attitude really did change.
The teachers were excited to have students finally start bleeding purple.
That when people started getting involved here and they found out what the people at Independence were like, how awesome our administration is, and the teaching staff and faculty that we have here are great with students, and then just developing other friendships with people that may have come from other high schools, whether it was somebody from Liberty, getting to know somebody from Centennial or Heritage, and just seeing those relationships develop. And as they got more and more comfortable, then they were buying in more and more of being a Knight.
Students started embracing traditions they once thought were irrelevant. They even started creating traditions out of misinterpretations.
That's the Heim tradition.
For all of you that don't know, I was the one that started that.
Well, the Heim thing kind of was a big part of it, I think, because, you know, people just kind of owned it.
And I remember when staff was just getting so angry about us screaming Heim after those shirts.
It wasn't me that pointed it out. When we first got our t-shirts, my mom didn't understand what it like meant because it had the H-I-M-E.
Eventually, when people actually started saying it seriously as opposed to making a joke out of it, it was honestly so much fun, and we took that to heart. And it's funny because you hear from all these other schools like, you go to Heim and they joke about it, and we're like, actually that's correct, that's our home. Like, we call that Heim because that is truly what it is. And I think that honestly has helped bring us together.
After 2 long years, many students now call Independence my school instead of that school.
Well, I'd want to say I really appreciated being a part of starting a new high school and setting all these traditions and expectations and everything. I know like my brother's going to be attending pretty soon. I'm excited for him to be able to follow in the same footsteps.
I kind of look back and wonder why I was ever so upset about it, because getting to come to a new school that was like just opening, I was able to participate in so much more, and I was able to feel like I was really involved here.
As grateful as I am to be a senior and to be like going on to a new chapter of my life, I definitely will miss Independence. It has been such a great opportunity. I definitely have grown to love it. I'm really thankful to have come here. I'm thankful for all the friends I made, for the teachers I met, the experiences I had, and I cannot be more grateful, and I cannot ask for a better high school experience. So thank you, Frisco ISD.
Well, being in yearbook, I can definitely tell, like, just by interviewing somebody. Last year when I interviewed like any kind of person that was involved in like sports or something, they're like, well, we're not really like developed, so we don't really have like a sense of unity. And now they're all like, well, we're family, and like we love Independence, and like you can just kind of tell that everybody's adapted to being a Knight and bleeding purple.
I've got to meet a lot of people that I wouldn't have gotten to meet at other places. I've had experiences that I wouldn't have had, and I've gotten to do things that nobody else is going to get to do. It's really been something that I'm going to look back on 20 years from now and wish that I could come back and relive it. All the good times and the bad.
This is Heim. This is Heim.
This is Heim.
This is Heim.
This is Heim.
This is Heim.
C'est ma maison.
This is Heim.
This is Heim.
Well, for the last time of this year and my last time ever, I'm Megan Walla.
And I'm Rebecca Robinson.
And remember to
keep it